Today's video is going to be about installing water filtration system. This particular water filter system is designed for the whole house, so it's called whole house express water filter system. You could find it in the Amazon easy. They have multiple type of water filtering system. This particular one is for the house. I try to show as much as I can. However, everybody have different situation. Your boiler room may be different than mine. The plumbing situation in your house is going to be different than mine. So I covered a few important parts to give you a better idea what it looks like after it's installed. Also, the knowledge and skill you're going to need is how to solder. You have to know how to solder, and you have to have some skill regarding soldering. I have some videos in this channel that will help you teach how to solder. When you think you mastered it, you may try to see what you could do. But if you're not comfortable, please hire a professional. This video is intended for information purpose only. I hope you enjoy it. Any questions, concern, please leave comment below. So as I did in the past, I like to show what's inside in the box, because you know, when you search up online, you see a lot of pictures, a lot of videos, but nobody really show you what's inside the box. It's important to me because then you could plan how your job need to be. You could plan whether or not you need to buy more or not. If you're interested in this video, or you like to add this, or you know, you like this, you have done your research already, so it'll be interesting for you to see what's inside the box. So this is what everything that came inside the box came like this. So right here is 1 inch, so is the inlet. This is the wrench it comes with. It makes it easy for you to take the filter cartridge off. So now I'm getting ready to start my prep work. I bought a copper tube, and I also have some 1/2 inch fittings, because my water supply is 3/4 inch coming in, and then rest of the pipe goes to 1/2 inch. That's how the house is. So I'm just going to add this to the system. It's very important to clean your fittings with a sandpaper or wire brush. And once you got it clean, you have to use a flux. It's very, very important to be well cleaned, and you use the right amount of flux, because these things are not cheap. It costs a couple of dollars each fitting, and the time that you spend, is very important. Remember, the whole purpose of you to get the job done well, and you want to save your time and money. If you are doing this for a living, it's very important. So right now, you see, once you get the fitting, what I like to do is I like to heat up the fitting, because fitting is thicker than the copper pipe. Once you heat up the fitting, it'll be easy for you to just get the soldering in. And what you want to do is, with the flame, you want to go all around the fitting if you can. Sometimes you can't, but in this case you can. So once you go all around, and you just touch and see if it melts. So if your solder starts to melt, it's time to keep the solder there, and let the fire, where you have the flame, suck in all the solder toward the direction of the flame. That's why it's important to have the solder on one side, a flame on the other side. Okay, because you don't want it to melt away and just not go inside. I'm going to demonstrate this one more time so you get a better idea. I do have a full video of how to solder correctly, and just for this video, I'm just going to go quickly over it. You see, I'm moving the flame right and left. If I could, I would go around it, and I'm touching the pipe to see if it melted. You see, it started melting. And so you want to have your solder on one side and fire on the other side. That's the key here. All right, and once you have that, you'll be for sure the solder got pulled into the side of the flame is. So now we have the fitting ready. After it cooled down, I began to install. Remember to install Teflon tape, because you are going from copper to plastic. All right, and now before I continue soldering the pipes onto this whole house filter system, I think it's a great idea to remove all the cartridge. So with some force, I was able to remove it, and I put the video on a fast speed to save your time. And the reason I'm taking it off, you see, filter, I do not want to smell solder smell. When you have flux and soldering, it does have a odor. You don't want to smell that odor in your water for a couple of days. So I think it's a great idea to remove the filtering system before you start firing up. So I did the measurement, I did cutting and everything. before I started soldering. This particular situation you probably don't have. You probably have different situations. So I didn't see reason to go with every piece to show you how to install this. The whole purpose of this video is to install the filter system, which I wanted to give you a better idea. So I had to start from the main. In this particular situation, I had to do this from the main line. The line here, I could just cut off here and the whole house will have water, and I shut off here and I could work on this whole section. Okay, so this is the return, or you could say an output from the filter out. It's going out and the supply water is coming in through here. So I got a strainer here and I installed this whole house filter. All right, and it reads the pressure gauge of the current pressure. The manufacturer recommends you don't go above 80 psi, but this one it shows 75. I might have to install a regulator in the future. So I installed a valve here. From anything happens here, let's say there's a leak or something in one of these filters, or I need to change the filter cartridge, I could just shut off here. I don't have to disturb these plumbing for whatever reason. And this strainer didn't come. This strainer did not come with the whole house. I just got this. It increases the longevity of the filter system, so big particles will be trapped here. And I have a valve over there, the drain valve, that I could drain water out if I see any dirt in there. So I don't know if you could see this pressure gauge. This is close to 75. The manufacturer recommend you have it somewhere between 40 and 80. So we're good here. But if it ever goes higher, or whatever reason you want to see if the pressure could release, they call this a pressure release valve. So you press it, water is coming out, no pressure. But had there been a pressure, like when you first turn the water on, you would hear hissing sound. You want to check the next one? There's nothing there, water coming out. That's what you want. You want water. You want to get the air out. So you see, this is the end product. I added an extra strainer there. You don't have to. So if you found this video useful, subscribe to this channel, like and share. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.